Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well and teach this truth in all honesty and sincerity and great diligence. Salutations to you brothers around the four corners of the earth that push this truth in all honesty, sincerity with great diligence to wake up the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom to you, Akim, that come looking like the heathen, but you are in fact of the stock of Israel, and you hold this truth near and dear. Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities in this wicked world. And shalom to the few Aqua out there listen and learn in silence, playing a creation role as the Lord commanded you to. It's your brother Azar from GMS St. Louis. Come with another video. Cop break man's neck and police, in the paddy wagon. Then they, mistreat them. And this is inspired by lesson done by Apostle Harden. We still under the curses, man. We still under the curses. We're still being treated the way that the Lord said we was gonna be treated for disobedience, man. I'm gonna let this video play a little bit, and I'm gonna grab scriptures, and Lord willing, you edified.
We call it a paddy wagon, is in danger because the officer decided not to follow protocol. The officer ends up doing something that breaks his neck. Here's the first video.
Dang.
I'm stopping. I'm going to take you off. What happened? What? You fell. What happened? Did you move at all?
I can't move.
What? How long is all the way up there?
I understand me.
All right, I can't move you, so I have to hold that. I'm going to have to go up to your ambulance.
No.
Huh?
Yes, but understand.
I am it. Go ahead.
I fall. I cannot move my arm.
All right, do not move. I can see moving your arm.
No.
Okay.
Look at my hand.
All right, hold that. I have more video, more context. Let me give you a little bit of background to this. Before this happened, the young man that you saw, 35-year-old black male, while in New Haven custody, was kicking the door. He was likely kicking the door because maybe it was hot inside of that cabin. Well, police officers do something called giving an inmate a rough ride. We saw this with the Freddie Gray case as well. That's a tactic that law enforcement will use when they don't like a person in their custody. They will put them in the paddy wagon, not put a seatbelt on them, and start driving around erratically. It's to punish the person in their custody. Randy Cox breaks his neck, following an abrupt stop by the police. Mr. Cox was then dragged out of the van. Here's the next video.
Cox, are we to move you or are you going to
Slide down on that.
No, Jay.
Yeah, slide down so you can get out of here.
Look, if you're going to drag me, you'll try to.
All right.
I like it.
All right. You all sit. Take your shoulders out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Get up. Get up. Right here, get up. Ready?
Oh my God, yo.
They accused him of faking. They broke the man's neck. They were supposed to take him to a damn hospital. They took him to jail with a broken neck, moving the body, which is prohibited in situations like that. Look at all of the protocols that were violated. You're supposed to put the individual in your custody in a seatbelt. That's why they are present.
We know that they don't give a damn about us, but the Lord said that this was going to be a result of our disobedience. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power. See Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, that's our power, man. And we disobey the Heavenly Father to make ourselves uncircumcised and profaned, with the heathen, man. In fact, Jake go above and beyond the heathen, man, when it come to wickedness. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. The Lord had us decked out, had us above all these nations, man, had us, well kept, man. And we broke the covenants to go and be in league with heathens, man, enticed by heathens. And I've been in a similar situation, having my neck fractured from a car accident. Immediately when I came to, I was paralyzed for like 10 minutes, but when I came to, I immediately just it came to my mind, like, what did I do? Like, I did something, because one minute I'm driving down a gravel road, the next it's a 1970s Chevy farm truck plowing into the side of me, T-boning me, and I knew it's because I did something. The Lord saw fit to afflict me, but anywho, that led to my getting more serious into the truth, man. And call Lord Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. My neck is back intact. It's still from time to time, but it's healed. And that's the Lord. He was showing me I can jack you up and still keep you intact, man. But back to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee. So the Lord sent this nation up on us, man. They didn't just get mightier than we and overtake us, man. The Lord put the spirit on them to come and kick our ass, man, for our iniquities. Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. Now I have another video I wanna.
You should get this shoe. Why are you doing this to me? I don't know where you're following me. Why is he doing this to me? I am not a threat. I don't know where you're taking me. Please don't let him take me out. I cannot see. Please, someone.
We're going to expose him and the company he works for. Put up a profile shot that we have from the video. He's a security guard at a Kroger grocery store in Houston, Texas. He's being accused of racial profiling after he allegedly targeted 3 black women in separate incidents and assaulted one of them. All right? He works for Allied Universal Security. That's who he works for. At this moment, we do not have confirmation of his exact name. All right? The video recorded in April shows Stephanie Teal, a woman with special needs, who was in the store with her cousin. Stephanie was in the store with her cousin, Kamisha Sterling, when she opened a Kroger burger inside the store and started eating it. Sterling said she had every intention of paying for it when they got to the register, but the security guard approached them and altercation ensued, and eventually he pepper sprayed and dragged Stephanie from the store. Right? This was the first of the incidents. The next month, Kamisha Sterling recorded another incident where that security followed her out the store demanding to know if something was in her bag. Now, the most recent one involves Miss Peavy. On June 21st, Shalandra Peavy recorded her inside the Kroger on 249 and said she could not carry any more in her hands, so she dropped some of her items in a clear Kroger produce bag and continued to shop. That's when, she says, the same Allied Universal Security Guard seen in the video accused her of stealing. During their encounter, the guard can be heard admitting that he called her black and ugly. Here's a photo of the beautiful queen that was his victim that day. So what does Kroger have to say about this?
That these things happen to us because of our disobedience, man. Just think, we in past times, we was kicking these devils' ass, man. You know, King David, they would hunt Edomites, man. You know, and some of our forefathers, they would kick the shit out of Edomites, man, when they see them, man. They knew that this was our enemy. And all we had to do was keep the law, statutes, and commandments to be on top of them. But it's all according to prophecy, and we had to know the good and evil, man, of life. And now when the Lord returns, we'll know good and evil, and we'll be able to be those righteous judges, man. You know, and we will not go off. But this is Deuteronomy 28 and 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart, Right. He said that she was special needs, man. And that madness is bugged out, man. You out your mind. You know, and the Lord did that to us, man. Put a plague upon our minds, man. Verse 29, and thou shalt grope at noondays, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. And that's our condition. Look at all those movements that came, and what was the result of it? Nothing. You know, our people still being treated like they under the curses, man. And the Heavenly Father is the only one that can remove that curse from up off of us. I'm gonna jump to the book of Hosea. This is Hosea 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. As they will increase, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. You know, so the Lord took us from that beautiful vine, man. That you know, vineyard that He planted, man. And now our people as a nation are a bunch of wild, wild plants, man, wild vines, man. You know, degenerates, man. You know, look at the bulk of our people. That's all you see. Lewdness, no shame from the women. The men, weak, soft, effeminate, too emotional. Without the truth, man, they naked. Go to the book of Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. And how the Lord stretched out His hand, man. He sent His prophets out, man. He sent His prophets out to be the mouthpiece for the book, man. The book cannot read itself. It cannot be broken down by itself, man. It need a person with the understanding to do that, and it's only going to come out of Israel. You know, the Israelites have that spirit, man, from the Heavenly Father to break these scriptures and the parables down, man, to get you to understand. Verse 25, but ye have set at naught at all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. The Lord be up there getting weak when He see this going on. You know, A lot of people turn their back on him, man. You know, the Lord is only relevant when some dangerous times come. That's what the Lord said. I will mock when your calamity comes. I will Salaki, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. You know, that the Lord told us, and we didn't listen, and that shows you, man. Right now, the especially in this place, Babylon the Great, man, the Great Whore, Mystery Babylon, aka America. This place is trying to reverse the things that are already set, man, by the Heavenly Father. This is he's the ultimate father, man. You fuck up, he chastises you out of love. You obey his law, statutes, and commandments because you fear him. You know, you fear that wrath coming as that of a father. But in this place, they want to take all fear away. In fact, you know, a lot of these parenting classes and anger management and things like that, they would tell you that the fear is bad. But there's a healthy fear when it comes to the Heavenly Father. There's a healthy fear when it comes to children obeying the parents. Because look at society. People follow these bogus and fucked up laws here because out of fear of being reprimanded. You know? That's why the scriptures say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That's a right mindset to be in, man. And we had to go through this, man. You know, because we brought it up on ourselves, man. This is Isaiah 5:13. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Right? They have not the knowledge, man. They don't know. You know. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst, man. You know, and they not talking about knowledge of this world or college knowledge. They talking about the knowledge of the scriptures, man. The knowledge of the Heavenly Father, man. Who he really is, who his son really is. What are their names? I'm gonna jump to the book of Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 44. And I started from the top. And it reads, the word that came to Jeremiah concerning the Jews that dwell in the land of Egypt, which dwell at Migdol and Tapanes and at Noph, and in the country of Pathros, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem. See, that's the Lord. That's the Lord doing that. Ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem and all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day they are a desolation, and no man dwelleth therein, because of their wickedness which they have committed to provoke me to anger, in that they went to burn incense and to serve other gods, whom they knew not, neither they, you, nor your fathers. So it was saying it's some new shit. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense unto other gods. Wherefore my fury and my anger was poured forth and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they are wasted and desolate as at this day. So here it is all through the scriptures, man. The Lord is getting on Israel for being wicked, man. Sending them into captivity, getting them out, sending them back into captivity, and this is the last one, man. Um, this is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 7. In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people. For Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him. Reward of his hands shall be given him. So every action has an equal and opposite reaction. What you do comes back on you. You receive a reward for your doings, man, for your tongue, man, whether it be good or bad. And OE, he doesn't get off, he doesn't get off just scot free. Salakia. This is Ezekiel, Salakia, chapter 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Mount Seir is a habitation of Esau, man, back in those clefts of the rocks, man. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast said, These two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. And he's talking about the northern kingdom and southern kingdom, man. You know, they wanna have them in constant oppression, man. And they would have it that way, man, if the Lord allowed them to be that way. But he got a different plan for them. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and I start at verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in that day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest have not entered into the gates of my people in the day that their calamity, yea, in the day of their calamity, Salakia. Yea, thou shouldest have not looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Salakia. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, and thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. So the northern kingdom and southern kingdom gonna come together, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So the Lord is going to get you devils, man, for all the things that you have been doing to his people, man. You know, since you broke the brotherly covenant, since all the way back in Cain, man. You vagabond and fugitive. That's why your judgment is gonna be the worst in history, man. The Lord is gonna get vengeance for the nation of Israel. And you devils will pay, and you're going into captivity under the same people that you oppressing now by the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So hope this has been an edifying lesson. I'm going to say Kwam Yasharala and the Bible Ball.